Well, I start as a kid with 4 years old driving go-karts, and just progressed to it until I decided to come then to England. I was 21 by then, did my first season here in England with single-seaters and went on.
Were you always good, even as a young lad?
I was very competitive, and I always had lots of success throughout the go-kart times. I had a big advantage because as I started as a kid, I could only compete almost 9 years after I start training and testing, because of the minimum age then was 13 years old. And when I did my first race, I already had a lot of experience behind me, which helped me a lot. And as a matter of fact, I won my first race. It was 1st July 73, and went on. I tried to win a few times the Brazilian titles, and I eventually managed to win the championship in Brazil 3 times, and the South American Championship twice, and the Pan American Championship once, always in go-karts. And twice I was runner-up on the World Championship go-karts, and then I switched on to the Formula Fords here in 81. It was a hobby only at the beginning, and the purpose was to continue to be a hobby, stay as a hobby, but of course the fact that I was competitive and was successful then, and at that time Fittipaldi was also successful in Formula 1. We start dreaming about eventually to drive a Formula 1 car, and when I then showed some signs that I was thinking about coming to Europe to try as a professional racing driver, looking for my dream to be eventually a Formula 1 driver, then there were some difficulties with my parents, because they were concerned about the danger and the risks that would happen eventually if I managed to get to Formula 1. It's a lot safer today than it was a few years ago. The technology has been developed and implemented into the Formula 1 cars. The rules have been steadily improving the safety for us. Fortunately today, when you happen to have a technical failure or a driver error and an incident or an accident happens, we are well protected by the strength of the new cars. As well, the new regulations for circuits, improving safety on the circuits itself. But it's never enough, because of course we're going at high speeds, and cars are getting faster and faster as well, and we need continuously to accommodate the rules, try to control somehow the speed of the cars year by year. But surely it's a lot safer today than it was 5, 10, 20 years ago. I think in every sort of activity, as the world goes on, technology gets developed in any kind of activity, and helps to improve performance, be it the machine itself or even the man performance. We see world records being continuously beaten by athletes that run in 100 meters, 200 marathons and so on. So I think there are limits, of course, but those limits are continuously being pushed higher and higher by the man, by the technology in conjunction with the man, and is the way that's going to continue for sure. I would like to get better, of course. One of my goals is to continuously learn about myself, continuously improve my own performance, learn about the car itself, engine, how they work, and how to optimize the equipment to my own benefit when I'm then driving and racing, competing. So my aim is to improve, to get better, and it's important to keep that as a priority in terms of motivation, because to be successful in Formula One, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of strength, and a lot of time. You have to dedicate a lot of your time to it. And to find the right motivation to apply yourself at that level, it is really necessary to be highly motivated. Well, I'm a driver that believes on what I'm doing, and I'm sort of person that tries very hard to do well and to do my best at any time and any situation. I believe I have done reasonable well, and at the same time I believe I can do better. But I have no illusions that it's a difficult activity, and from time to time you get it wrong, even if you try to get it right. And it's inevitable. We all mistake, but at least I try to do it right.
Champions often find themselves in the role of ambassadors.